Okay, so here we shall solve this problem, which is a complex pulley problem here. You can see there are multiple blocks connected here, three blocks connected right side and one block connected in the left side. So to solve this complex problem, let us hack the system now. If you hack this system, then you can solve the problem very easily in a very simple technique here. So for hacking the large system, let us take an example of a shorter system here, no, very small, simple pulley you will take and try to understand here. So now if you observe a block of mass m1, tension T is acting upwards, m1g is acting downwards. This is moving down because this is larger mass. This is moving up because a smaller mass, because here it is given that m1 is greater than m2. This mass is larger compared to this. By seeing only you can understand. So this is moving down, this is moving up. So what is the resultant force? Resultant force is also downwards. When two forces are acting on a block, then also it is coming down, means downward force is dominating the upward force. Then what are you going to write now? Resultant force will become m1g minus tension T. Okay. So this is according to Newton's second law. You will write m1 into A, which is equal to m1 into g minus tension T. So take tension to left side, then m1g will be right side minus m1a also will be right side. So tension will become m1 into g minus a. And when it is tension here, this is the tension when the block is moving down. This is the tension when a block is moving down. So you can write separately tension down means you can write m into g minus a here for the m1 block. Then what happens when the tension is upwards? What happens when the tension is upwards? We shall take the free body diagram for this block also, which is taken as m2 here. So if you take m2 here, tension is acting upwards here, g is acting downwards, acceleration is upwards, resultant force is also upwards here. When two forces are acting on the block, then also it is moving upwards. Means what is the meaning? Upward force is dominating the downward force. Then resultant force will become dominating force minus downward force. That is m2 into g here. So if you understand this one, it is very simple to do the problem here. So now let us see here. According to Newton's second law, Fr can be taken as m2 into a. That is T minus m2 into g. So you will take T left side here, m2g you will take right side. So m2g plus m2a. So once you will understand this system now, if you take m2 into g plus a, with this what are you going to understand? If a block is moving upwards, then you will get this formula. When a block is moving upwards, you will get this formula. So you can take separately, that is T up here. Okay. So if this is T up here, this is the final formula here. This is going to be the final formula here. By using these two hacks, physics hacks, you can solve any problem. But before going to that, you will try to understand what is an acceleration formula here. So what is the formula for acceleration? You all know for Atwood's machine, this is an Atwood's machine, acceleration formula is m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. This is the formula here. By using this formula, you can find out acceleration also. So if you want, you can just find out acceleration first. So dominating mass minus less dominating mass. Okay. So this is greater dominating mass minus lesser dominating mass. So dominating mass is m1 here. Here lesser dominating mass is m2 here. But if you observe in this system, these three are dominating masses because these three combined together, they are moving down. And this single mass is moving upwards here. So now by applying this basic concept, we can hack the system now. How are you going to hack the system? So now acceleration will become dominating mass. Here three masses combined together are dominating the single mass. So you can just write here m1 plus m2 plus m3 combined together, you can take it as one single mass minus again you can take it as m4 here. Okay. So if you take this as m4 here, what are you going to get? Now in the denominator you'll get m1 plus m2. That means you just add the masses. What are you going to do here in this case? You are going to just add the masses m1 plus m2 plus m3 plus m4. By using this basic concept, you are hacking the system of masses here now. Is it not very simple to find out acceleration? But you just imagine if you try to use the free body diagram like this for all the four systems, definitely you are crossing 5 minutes to 6 minutes. But I am helping you to do this problem in just a single minute. So you just apply this one. Now hack the system by using these two steps here. How are you hacking the system? So you can find out T1 here. T1 is coming down. So T1 is coming down. Now let us take it downward tensions now. Okay. So these T1, T2 and T3 are downward. So T1 you can consider here. Only one mass is there. Only one mass is there. So you take a downward system here. Down. Okay. Down means what are you going to write now? M1 into G plus A. Definitely you can use the single formula and hack the system now. So let us take T2. T2 means it is acting on M1 plus M2. So you just write M1 plus M2. Remaining things are going to be same here. So any body is coming down. Any body is moving down. You have to consider minus here. Okay. So you have to consider minus here. Any body is moving down, you have to consider minus. Any body is moving up, you have to consider plus. So these three bodies are moving down, you have to consider minus here. So let us take the third one also, tension T3. In this case also, you will just take tension T3 means M1, M2, M3 all together are moving downwards, and T3 is holding the three masses here. So you can just write M1 plus M2 plus M3 into G minus A, because these are the three systems moving down. So down systems means this is the basic formula. Okay, just we got the tensions T1, T2 and T3. How are you going to find out now? T3. Okay, so no need to find out T3 here separately, because already we got this. Understand? Okay, otherwise you can use one more formula to find out T3 also. Why? Because instead of taking all these three masses, you can take only one mass here, or you can find out T3 by using this concept here. So what is T3 here? T3 is equal to M4. M4 is moving upwards now. So M4 is moving upward means you can write G plus A, because upward tension. So whatever I have discussed here, this is moving downwards. Now if you consider whatever it is moving upwards, only one mass is moving upwards. So anything which is moving upwards can be taken as G plus A. Anything moving downwards is taken as G minus A. So you have hacked the system and done in a very easy manner. I think it is better if you use this formula and finally this formula, because this will become a little bit complex one. So you have to use your brain and do the smart work and save the time. So how much time you are using here? See, for finding acceleration by this system, you have taken this as an acceleration. So this is the first formula, 15 seconds. Second formula, 15 seconds. Third formula, this is the third formula, isn't it? Okay, so 1 2, this is the second. Okay, third formula, 15 seconds, and this is the final formula. How much your time you are going to take? Again 15 seconds. So instead of this you can use this one. So 1 2 3 4. So 4 into 15 seconds is going to be 60 seconds. You can do this in just 1 minute. Thank you very much. This is to help you to save your time in NEET. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Enjoy.